You're watching Everfree Radio.
And now, Everfree Radio presents Stay Brony, my friends, with DustyKatt.
Hi, everybody. Nice of you to join me tonight. How was your week? Mine was up and down, but it's another beautiful day here in San Jose, California. It's about 74 degrees with a light breeze. Some cumulonimbus up there keeping the heat down. I guess I have to thank Rainbow Dash for that one. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Tonight we have a very good friend of mine. I'm sure he's a good friend of yours. And that would be SaberSpark is with us tonight. Saber!
Hey!
There's the man himself.
Oh, you called me your friend. I'm so happy.
Well, you know, we've been friends like forever in this.
Yeah, we have.
For so long. You know, it's like, I think we found each other like last year. You know, and I was like, yeah. Go ahead.
I was going to say I got the biggest smile on my face right now.
Well, you know, I was like one of the first guys you ever interviewed, right?
You were the first.
Oh, I was the first. Okay.
You were the first.
I was the first guy for Brony Breakdown. Way back in the day when we all didn't know what the hell we were doing. Sometimes I don't think we still do.
I'm still that way. It's like whenever it's Thursday, I'm like, oh yeah, the show's tonight. Okay. We gotta find some videos.
Show. Oh my God. Show. Oh my God. Show. What are we gonna do? I do that every week.
Just gotta go fly.
Unless I'm like working on something, you know, I got some special thing brewing that I've been working on. How'd y'all like the new bumper, by the way? We whipped that up last night. It took me about an hour to remember how to do calligraphy.
Screw the bumper. I like your hat.
Oh, you like my hat? You like this?
I love your hat.
Isn't that awesome? You know what? You know what I feel like?
What?
I feel like a macho man. I've got to be a macho man. Yes, I feel like a macho man.
Do you ever wear that hat whenever you go biking around?
No. This is the costume jewelry for certain. I saw this at work, actually. You know, we get a lot of stuff at work because I work at a motorcycle store, right? And we get all kinds of weird stuff that the buyer gets in. And he bought like 3 of these. And I was already bald, so I put it on, I put these glasses on, and everybody in the freaking store lost it. I had one guy on the floor laughing. It's like, okay, I'm buying this hat. I got to have this beautiful hat. So, hey, it's now Monday night. The Monday night before that thing.
What was it again?
That thing this weekend. What was that again? That thing. Where are we going?
I think we're going to a little party up in the north.
A little party up in the north.
I think Pinky's throwing it.
Pinky's throwing it? No.
We're going to BronyCon.
We're going to BronyCon, buddy! This is the BronyCon! Pre-BronyCon show. Yes. So, no holds barred, anything goes. I got nothing planned. Nothing. Because, you know what? I've been busy. Busy. Getting this and getting that and making sure I got this packed, making sure I got that packed. Did I forget this? Oh my God, I don't have this. I gotta go get that. Yeah.
I'm all work and no play makes Dusty a dull boy.
Absolutely. I'm on a midnight train to Georgia on Wednesday. Well, actually, it's a midnight flight
Really?
to New York.
Georgia?
I'm going to New York on the red eye
Oh, okay.
Wednesday night, and then all day Thursday I'm gonna like do New York, see all the stuff, and then I'll be at the hotel bar sipping my cider, waiting for everybody to show up. You know, being manly.
Welcoming wagon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, is this your first time to New York?
Absolutely. This is my first time in New York. So I'm taking my camera, taking a video camera. So I'll get some epic footage for all of you out there, and we'll put it into the show. And I want to remind everybody, next week, this show won't happen because I'm going to be on a plane coming back from New York to San Jose. So I'm not going to be here to do a live show. So I'm going to set it up with somebody. Everfree Radio is all going to be in New York. So I don't even know if anybody's going to be here to press the play button on something old. But just so you all know, I won't be here. So we're not canceling the show. It's just 1 week off, and then after the week after, then we're going to come back.
Well, after all that live streaming from BronyCon.
Oh my goodness.
BronyCon.
BronyCon. I'm going to be working with Joe from from EQI. So we'll do some live stuff there. It's going to be awesome. We got a lot of people here. So, you know what? On your show, we always talk about, well, you always talk about with paleo. I love paleo, by the way. Hi, paleo. And you always talk about the cool new stuff you find in the fandom. So, what has turned your screw this week that you can give me tonight that you weren't saving for your show on Thursday?
Hold on, let me go to Equestria Daily and scroll through.
There you go.
No,
like we all do.
Halo's more the one who finds the news for the week, and we usually just chat it up throughout the week and be like, okay, let's talk about this for the show. But really, the only thing I've been freaking out about is the actual convention itself. I mean, everything else I'm putting on, the back burner. I have tunnel vision right now. New York or bust.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
I think the rest of the people who are going up, the staff, the writers, the animators.
I'm telling you,
animators going. It's going to be.
Somebody's going to be there. I don't know who, but they will. Mm-hmm.
I'm so pumped.
So am I. It's going to be awesome. You know what happened to me today?
What's that?
I'm out flitting about, getting all the stuff I need for BronyCon, and I'm sitting at the light, going into the mall because I need to pick up a wardrobe bag, and I go get my wardrobe bag, and then I go to lunch, and I get some lunch, and I'm sitting there at lunch, and I'm checking all my emails on the phone, and somebody left me a message on YouTube, and it said, and I quote, in big capital letters, in the Royal Cantaloupe voice, "Oh my God, I just saw you in your black truck, and you had Charlie hanging from the rearview mirror, and that was so cool. Oh my God."
Your first fan, then, in real life?
I got recognized in real life by a Brony here in San Jose, and that Brony was She Bangin' 12 on YouTube. So, She Bangin' 12 on YouTube. If you're seeing this, thank you very much, and hopefully I'll see you out there sometime, because I will do some Brony stuff here in San Jose. I just haven't been able to get out lately. So that was actually pretty cool. I'm sitting there trying to eat, and I'm going, oh my goodness, I'm looking over my shoulder. Ah! Stalker. No. But they were going to Applebee's, and I went somewhere else. So there we go.
It's not fair, Dusty. It's
not
fair.
It's not?
Because I've been trying my best to get noticed here in Georgia, and once again, it reinforces
it's Georgia.
that I'm the only Brony here in this backwater state. I have my car, I have my initials, my name all over it. I got my OC, known as, So Awesome Fist in the back of the window. And I've only been pulled over 3 times by officers who still don't know who I am. So I'm a little upset.
You're not supposed to be pulled over by cops.
Apparently they're not fans of the show.
Apparently
I mean, yeah, I ran a couple of red lights, but come on. I was going to miss some episodes if that wasn't the case.
Well, you missed episodes anyway because they pulled you over for timing. There you go. They took all your time away. Other than that, not much else is going on. Just getting the whole ready for BronyCon. What do I take? It's like, do I take Pink Celestia so I can have Lauren Faust sign her leg? That's what I'm thinking. Or hopefully they have some like headshots of ponies we can. I mean, tons and tons of artists are going to be there, and it's like Lee Talker's going to be there. It's like, I don't have any Big Mac stuff for him to sign. Oh, my God. And I'm thinking, it's going to be fine. There'll be plenty of artists there. I can buy a piece and have him sign it.
Not to mention tons of stuff.
Tons of stuff. Did you see all the stuff Pixel Kitties is doing?
Yeah, she's been hard at work.
Oh, my goodness. Between beer and soda and Eric and Trixie ale and buttons and posters, and I'm going to be broke.
She's going to make a fortune.
Broke.
Oh, man.
And that's just Pixel. That's not JJ, and that's not, all these other people that are going to show up.
I definitely want one of those buttons from her.
Oh, I do too. Oh. And then John Joseco. Oh, wait a minute. I said the name. Must drink. Yes, JJ. The buttons he's doing are all awesome. And I'll probably pick all those up too. I got a bunch of buttons anyway, but I got to have those. And Rozga, my good friend Rozga, made me a badge special to go to BronyCon with. She put up a picture of it on Twitter the other day, and I had to poke her and go, Rozzy, you misspelled overhaul.
Oh, she did?
Yes.
Was it spelled H-A-L-L?
No, she H-U-A-L. It was no, Rozzy, no. You need to fix. I'm sorry. I love it, but that's wrong. So she's hopefully gonna get it to me by the mail gets here Wednesday before I get on the plane. So because I want to wear it, it's awesome. I just hope it makes it in time. But yeah, I'm like, so excited to go. Hey, what are you guys? Hey, how are you and Paleo doing on the on your film? Tell me what's going on.
Big day today. We finally got all of our camera equipment that we've been saving up for and trying to, or saving up for, people who donated to us, that we've been trying to at least hunt down the best equipment we can get for the highest quality we can provide. We have our camera, we have our lapel mics, we have our boom mic, we have everything we need. And thank us, a big shout out to A-Trek for helping us find what we need as well. He did a good job, set us right direction. We wouldn't have been able to do it without him, but really good. Palo tonight is doing a mock interview with his father to test out all the equipment. And then tomorrow and Wednesday, we're going to be working on coming up with interview questions for all the people we're going to be interviewing. So it's coming together. It's just a matter of time now.
Wow. I'm sorry. I'm doing a new cider tonight, and oh my goodness, this is good.
What is it? This
is Fox Barrel. It is blackberry pear cider. Look at this. This is some good stuff. Yes.
You hold the bottle up to the screen.
There it is. Right there. Fox Barrel. Yeah. See?
I had some cider a couple of days ago, and I honestly forgot the name of it. All I know is that 6% alcohol content. It was someone with an S, like Shoofy or
Schaefer.
Schaefer, that's the one. Yes.
Yes, Schaefer.
Divine.
I know my ciders. Cool. So you guys you're doing your tests.
I'm sorry, Dusty. Hold on 1 second. In the middle of something. I told you I'm gonna show you. Yeah. Saber Mom. Dropping off me lots of food.
Mom, can I have some? I want some. What are we having for dinner tonight?
What's that? You good? Here. We're having a Zaxby salad.
Ooh.
Really good stuff.
That is good stuff.
All right, Mom. Thank you.
Saber Mom. Does all those things Saber Mom does.
Mom waved. All right.
Hi, Mom.
I knew that was bound to happen. One of my family members, they always have to come in and say hello.
I should have my mom on here. I should have my mom on the show.
Is she a pegasus sister?
No, but she's my mom.
Fair enough.
We'll see what she thinks about what her son does with his life.
Now, hey, hold on.
What?
Now, when I spoke to you during your interview back in the day, you said that your parents were very supportive
of
what you've done.
They are. My mom is very supportive of what I do. So is my dad. Sometimes they don't understand it, and they don't have to. They're still very supportive of what I do. That doesn't mean
that's a blessing.
It doesn't mean they have to understand it. And my parents have always been like that. It's like they don't understand my comic books. They don't understand some of the stuff. But I did play Metallica's The Black Album for her when it first came out. Because I was driving her somewhere and I was playing it in a CD player. And she turned to me and said, "That's some really good music. It has really good things to say." And I turned to my mom. "That's awesome. Thank you very much. Yay!"
That's pretty awesome.
Yes.
When you can get your parents to find, like, it's like my dad. I was talking to my dad about the MLP stuff and YouTube and all that stuff, and he's like, Steven, by the way, don't forget that you need to focus on your college career, or you're getting a career. And I'm completely agree with him. But he was talking to me about numbers, saying you got to get out there in social networking. I'm like, social networking, LOL, Dad. Have you seen how many hits I've had on YouTube? And he's like, how many? I'm like, almost 2.5. And he dropped his fork and he looked at me and he goes, what? and then the next thing coming out of it, because my dad's a businessman, and that's what cracks me up the most. He goes, is there any way you can make money off of this? And I laughed out loud. I'm like, oh, Dad, you're such a business person. But it's kind of a way to gain, earn respect, saying, Dad, this isn't just an obsession. There's a fandom. There's a community.
Dude.
It's a family.
Absolutely. It's like you never would have met me, right?
Exactly.
If you hadn't have done this. And I'm a 44-year-old guy with business contacts, in 3 or 4 different genres of things, right? So who knows if when you graduate, I might know somebody who knows somebody.
Exactly.
Right? Somebody in his fandom might go, oh, Saber needs a job. Well, I know this person who knows that person, right?
It's networking at its finest.
It's networking at its finest.
Not to mention just the friends and the people you get to meet.
Oh, absolutely.
I remember a couple of months ago, I called you. And I'm going to tell this. I have no problem telling this story. I had a really rough week, and I remember one of my friends who was at my restaurant where I worked at, she died in a car wreck. I remember I called you on Skype, and I was actually bawling, crying, and I was like, I don't know what to do. And you actually gave me some very comforting words, telling me that don't worry, you have friends, and it's going to be okay, and that life happens, but you have to keep trucking on. And that was some great advice. And I was like, this is the fandom at its finest, where you have people who are sincere, kind, and actually care for others, and will take the time out of their schedule to sit down and talk to you to make sure you're feeling better. Thank you. I give everybody the time of day that I can. It's kind of hard some days where I'm very busy doing something, but you're closer than most people to me right now. I'm always going to have time for you. Well, thank you.
And people send me emails. I got this one kid who just sent me emails to my personal email address. I have no idea how he found it. But, I get, even though it's like this guy comes out of nowhere, I still, I'll talk with him and give him some advice. But most people, like, I got this kid in Taiwan who can barely speak English or type English. And he's been asking me questions on YouTube, and I do my best. I do the best I can to understand what he's trying to say and give him some advice. He wants to know what he can do to make his little motorcycle more powerful. And he sent me this picture of this Taiwanese bike, and it's like, I don't know. I've never seen this motorcycle before. I don't know what you can do. Other than the basics, port the head and get a bigger piston, but don't go too far because you'll blow it up. Weak Taiwanese, Chinese, little bike.
Aren't there like the road rules there really crazy? Like,
yes, they're
everything's
crazy. Well, no, it's the island of Taiwan. When I was there, it was 2003. I think it was. There was a law. There was a law on the island saying that you couldn't have a motorcycle over 250 cc's. So it was scooter heaven. Everybody had a scooter, and there was actually a blockade in front of every light, which was like 13, 15 feet, which was X'd out. Only scooters could be in there because they'd run up in front of all the cars, and there'd be like 300 scooters, and the cars behind them, and they all go and take off like this big old flock of birds. But it was great because you saw all these really great, neat bikes there. It was really... I don't know if I've actually told this story on the show, but we had our own offices there, and we had a guy running the place. His name was Michael Sau, a very good friend of mine. Now, he had imported a Yamaha V-Max, which was this hot rod, 1,500cc motorcycle there to the island. And anybody with money, of course, can get anything done. So he had imported this bike. And the last day I'm there, he said one of his people had knocked it over, right? And he said, Dusty, go take that bike for a ride. I need to see if there's anything wrong with it because somebody knocked it over. And I went, really? Really? What about the law? He said, no, don't worry about it. Just don't wear a helmet.
Don't worry about it.
Don't wear a helmet because the local police won't pull you over because you're white. The paperwork is way too much to give you a ticket. I said, oh, okay. I don't like riding a bike without a helmet, but okay, I'll do that. So I'm just going up and down the little industrial complex, right? So I make a right, and I head down to the end of the industrial complex, get in the 5th gear, and the end's coming up soon, so I put it down to 3rd gear, slide it sideways, to a stop. And some guy comes out of a guard shack at the end with an M16, like he's like really pissed. I don't know. Turn it around. No. And I'm like, I'm like fifth gear. I look over my shoulder. Okay, he's gone. I look forward and there's a curve coming. I'm doing about a buck. And I'm, I dropped that sucker into fourth gear, slide it a little bit, let it grab and take off. I had no idea how I did it, by the way. I think this was basically survival skills. But I almost clip a trash truck, turn it sideways, and boom, down the road. I come back, park the bike, get off of it with a Cheshire grin going, yeah, I meant to do that.
So the guy, you walk up to him and be like, so you said there's no law, but you said like guns.
Yeah, said nothing but guns. So basically, I take the key out of the bike, toss it to Michael's out. I said, yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. I walk back into the office. I kid. Oh yeah, I meant to do that.
Man, an M16, that is scary.
That was, oh my goodness. I'm sorry I was on your end of the industrial complex. I'll never come back here again. Ever.
Well, I mean, I think the odds are pretty even. He had M16, you had your mustache. So
yeah, maybe. My mustache should go, ha-ha, and block all the bullets. I can see it now. So what do you guys got planned for your show on Thursday?
Paleo's going up to New York a day early because he's driving with his father. And so he might not even be on this show because there might not be internet, which most places nowadays have internet. The question is it solid internet?
Yeah.
So to be quite honest, it's going to be a shorter show than usual. Probably just going over things that we found this week for videos, just laugh and act like idiots, and then move on.
Sort of like we're doing now.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's what also come down to is I had some advice that was given me by a friend of mine. He said, listen, the most important thing is to have fun, smile, and make sure there's lots of laughing. Because when you do that, all the viewers are going to pick that up and just kind of share it amongst them. I mean, because back when we did Brony Breakdown at first, we were kind of a bit stiff, like, this week on the news from Brony Breakdown, sound like Dan Rather. But it's like, no more. Let's just have fun. So this Thursday, honestly, I don't know what we have planned, but I'll be there. Paleo hopefully will be there, and then we'll do what we can to make people have a good time.
Yes, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get to BronyCon, and we're gonna make everybody smile, because I got some plans.
Oh man, the small.
I got some plans for BronyCon. I think you're all gonna enjoy it.
What kind of plans can you tell? Are they secret plans?
Secrets.
Aw, secrets and lies.
Secrets and lies. I am not Applejack.
No, I want to now. I gotta see your Applejack like I'm lying face. Do it.
Oh, okay. I got to take the glasses off for that one. Okay.
Chocolate milk. There you go.
There you go. Yeah. Yes. The only thing I'm really sad about is I didn't get my album done. I didn't get the album done.
Well, it's better. I mean, are you going to continue it?
Oh yeah. I'm continuing. We got like four songs left to do. And my voice went away for a little while. That's why I did Angel Eyes, because my voice was stuck in this register, and I couldn't sing the high stuff that I needed for. I had been practicing the metal songs that day, and I couldn't hit the notes. I just didn't feel right. So I thought, I need to do something today. I got hours to kill here. I need to do something. So I just picked a song that I loved from my youth, I hadn't heard in a while, and just sang it to cheerlead because I wanted to, and it just came out well. It came out better than I had hoped for a little one-day project. I hadn't done any music in a while because I was busy with the show and I was busy doing this album that I couldn't release anything because I was putting it in the can waiting for BronyCon. So I've got music done. I just can't release it until the album comes out. So
you can't rush it.
I can't rush it. In fact, here's a little.
Take your time.
Here's a little sneak peek of the album cover. There we go. Oops.
Oh, dude, that's epic.
Yes. I'm going to move it over here, so, yeah. Yep.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm. So it's me and Bronified being manipulated by Luna, by puppet strings, being manipulated by Nightmare Moon.
Oh, God.
And
puppet strings.
Yes.
Now.
Yes. And, oops. And the name of the album is going to be Seventh Cult of a Seventh Cult. Now, okay, this is the contest for the week. Okay, this album cover as I knock everything off my counter. This album cover and its title, okay? If anybody out there, first one that can say where this is from, okay, gets a blind bag pony from me. Okay? Not only the band, but where these are from, okay? Not only the band, but where these are from. You can say that.
Bieber,
if you
never
can,
say
no,
never.
Yeah, never say never. But no SaberSpark. You don't win. Okay. But you'll get a blind bag pony from me, okay, in the mail. If you can tell the guys in the ICQ what these are for. The first person who gets it from me. Hopefully the last person who won their pony got it by now, because I sent it 2 weeks ago. So if you're in the chat, tell them whether you got it or not.
You know, I've never had a blind bag pony before.
What? They're
Yeah,
awesome.
Seriously.
Are you kidding me?
It's
I picked up 3 today.
Aww.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to hear your stories about you going to the store and buying.
Okay,
anything-
Pulse.
anything-
Pulse. You got half of it. You got half of it. Okay. What's the other half? Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Blind bag heaven.
Yep.
BronyCon rounds.
I'm waiting for Europe's got, Series 2, 3, 4. They got the Colts. They got all of that stuff. They're still pumping in Series 1 over here.
That's unusual for America.
I went to the Toys R Us today after I did my other stuff, and I picked out a couple of blind bag ponies, and they've gone to the 5-digit code now instead of the 2-digit code. But they're still the freaking Series 1. Cat, you got the other half. Okay, Cat's got one half, and the other guy's got the first half. Now, get it together. Say it all. One of you say it all, and you'll get the prize.
You gotta split the pony in half now.
I gotta split the pony in half. I got a knife. I can do it. Other than that, let's see what else is going on. Good. We're just getting up. We're getting close to freaking BronyCon. It's like I haven't done much this week because I'm so busy getting ready for BronyCon.
It happens, man. I mean, you gotta pick your battles, and that definitely.
I know. I got this
huge.
really great commercial piece I've been working on.
Hold it. I got
Kura wins.
Wait, what's the person's name?
Kura Cat.
Oh, thank you,
Curakatt. Kura Cat. You win. So, get your information to either Final Draft or to Screwball so I can send you your pony. Okay? And I'll make a good one. In fact, I've got 2 sparkle ponies left. You get one of the sparkle ponies. In the bag.
Don't worry, I'll send them their address for them. I'm going to go ahead and take care of it.
Yep.
H-Rec, my address is 8005.
Shush! Yes.
I got a question for you.
What?
I heard a rumor that you're going to be having an arm wrestling contest with Jack's Blade at BronyCon. Is that true?
I cannot confirm or deny that information.
Oh, come on. That has to happen.
I can't confirm or deny that information.
Big Clash of Titans. My gosh.
I can't.
I don't even know.
I actually, you know what? He would beat me at this point because I haven't been working out at all. It's been too busy. I mean, look at this thing. Look at this noodle. Look at that. That's a noodle. That is small compared to what it was. I'm like, ugh, I'm so out of shape. But yeah,
Jack got out of a webcam. Here.
Jax and I have plans. That's all I can say. We have plans. Mm-hmm.
Sounds suspicious.
It is. Trust me, because that's a funny man. That's a hilarious dude. And you get me and him in the same room together with a camera, shit gonna go down. Squeak.
You know what I want?
Buy some apples.
Buy some apples. I want to bring some sock and boppers and some moon shoes. I want to give them to you guys. I want y'all to have boxing matches, jumping around, smacking each other with the sock and boppers. How cool would that be?
Jack's Blade. Are you in the chat? Final Draft says you're in the chat. Are you in there, boy? I'm telling you, if you are, you and I. Mm-hmm. He is. Yes, confirm that, man. Yep. So let me get on my Skype here and make sure it's him. Jax Blade, send me something on Skype so I know it's you.
Oh, my picture right next to your. That's funny.
You like that? I love that picture, dude. That picture's awesome. We're gonna have some cider together. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers.
Cheers. I love that picture of you. I'm working on an 8-track. Mm-hmm. Jax, send me something. Skype each. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna get together and do something we've been talking about for a little while. We had something planned that was gonna be all WWE, but that didn't pan out. Just no timing. Timing was bad. But I still think we're gonna have something epic. We're gonna do something epic that I'll have for the show. Having me and him in the same place with a camera, it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna do something. Then we got John Delancey and his people walking around doing all their thing. I hear they're already there. They're already doing interviews. So
nice.
Yeah. Purple Tinker put on her Twitter that they'd already worked with her. So that's gone. That went down.
I already have a plan for John Delancey. You know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I bought myself a Star Trek outfit online. I got the Klingon mask and everything. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna march up to John Delancey and be like, "You betrayed your fandom!" And to march away. How dare you?
How dare you betray your fandom?
I don't know what the word is for Klingon. An Agni Kai or something. Just like, all right, John, right now we're fighting right now.
Oh, God.
He'd be like, I left this behind me. He traded Star Trek for ponies. Good choice. Good choice.
Mm-hmm. You know what time it is?
What time is that?
It's time for a commercial. It's commercial time. So, we're going to be back. As soon as we're back from commercial, we're going to go into question and answer with all you people. There's a lot of people out there, so hopefully we can keep the questions coming. For me and Saber, and BronyCon, and Jack, and whatever we're going to do, and what's going on. How are you going to get to BronyCon? When are you going? What's going on? So you come talk to us as soon as we get back from this. Hoorah. It's harvest season here at Sweet Apple Acres, and the You Pick Apple adventures have begun. You can make the most of this opportunity by getting a bushel full of the plumpest, juiciest apples this side of the Everfree forest. Whether for a homemade apple pie, delicious apple fritters, or fresh off the tree, it all begins with a visit to Sweet Apple Acres Apple Orchard. Go visit with the Apple family, a short trot southwest of Ponyville. Applejack.
Well, how'd it do?
Granny Smith. Apple Bloom.
I want it now!
And Big Macintosh.
Yep.
Will treat you like one of the family. Fresh apple cider? Try our 10 varieties. Apple pies and dumplings? Mouth watering. Sweet, red, delicious apples? They got them. Tart Granny Smith apples? You'll find them there too. No ladders needed. Just rear up and buck you some of the sweet apple goodness that graces the plates of our princesses Celestia and Luna. And remember, our apple stand can be found at the corner of Appleton Road, right near Quills and Sofas. Apple cider donuts, fresh apple butter, and apple juice. It's always a family adventure at Sweet Apple Acres.
Would you look at them fancy duds you can get from our friends at WeLoveFine.com? Shoot! Hats, bags, and posters too. They got everything you could ever want. Except apples, of course. So mosey on down to WeLoveFine.com and rustle you up some Sweet Apple Acres Sunday best. Yee-haw!
Boy, howdy. Ish. All of you people in Ponyville, go down there to Sweet Apple Acres. Get you some delicious ciders. That's what I'm talking about. Now, all of you humans, you need to go to WeLoveFine.com and get all of your pony needs. They just released new t-shirts today. Today they released new t-shirts. A nice one with Trixie and Twilight back to back with their tails and all. Oh, it's awesome. I love that shirt. But anyway, go to WeLoveFine.com and get all those new shirts. And if you put in EFR10, you'll get 10% off your entire order. That's EFR10. That's our code. And I also got some news from certain higher-ups in this wonderful radio station that certain shirts might actually be in process now. I hope. But we'll get news on that, hopefully after BronyCon. Also, hey, you know that Everfree Radio is going to be at BronyCon. Yes. just like in the wintertime, we are going to be live all over BronyCon for you. So if you can't go, hey, check out Everfree Radio. We're going to have a special website set up just for live streaming of the entire con. So we're going to have every panel. We're going to have Joe and EQI on the floor, walking the floor, doing interviews with everybody who's going to be there. Both stages are going to have cameras. We're going to record the whole dang thing. All of it. So if you can't get to BronyCon, you check out everfreeradio.com for all of your BronyCon coverage. And I'm going to be there. I'm going to be doing some coverage too. Joe wants me on the camera, and I don't know why. I mean, I'm an ugly guy, but there you go. He wants me on camera. So, but we're back with SaberSpark.
Hello.
You could have just asked. Ooh. Hey, Screwy. Screwy.
How's it going?
How you doing, buddy?
Oh, thunderstorm currently, but I'm
Thunderstorms. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Fun.
Fun. So, I'm sure those lovely people out there have some questions for us. Do they?
They do. Oh, yeah. I grabbed one instantly before I restarted the chat so I can get ready so I don't freeze. Yeah. I got this one from Unova Brony. Question: have you watched any introduction to Brony community videos? And if you have, which is your favorite introduction vid?
SaberSparks.
Aww.
That thing is awesome, dude. That thing is in depth. It's sort of like you go to college for this.
Oh, I went to college, but I really didn't pay attention when I was there, so it's all good.
Yeah, you obviously paid attention because your whole hour and a half freaking thing is awesome. I mean, I sat through the whole thing.
Thank you.
But I took sociology and psychology, so it tripped something in the back of my brain from like 1987 when I took those classes. And I went, oh, that's amazingly in depth.
Sociology is just beautiful. It explains so much about the human race.
Oh my goodness! I mean, I took those two classes in the same semester. You know, if you really want to screw yourself up, take sociology and psychology in the same semester. And for like 5 years after that, I couldn't go into a place and not look at people and people watch. It's like, what are they doing? Why are they doing that?
Well, I lifeguard a lot, so I'm stuck people watching.
Oh, I know,
time.
all the time.
So I know psychology and sociology can kind of have their odds and ends at times, but I mean, there's so much to be explained about the human mind and just group mentality. It's great. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. Yeah. Next.
This one's from Don Spice. Question is, what was the inspiration for Brony Breakdown?
Oh goodness. After Ballad was completed, I wanted to start a series where I can just keep talking about bronies and what they do. I wanted to show the world what we are capable of and how much of an amazing community we are. And then that's where it all came from, just passion, I suppose.
Cool. Next.
I hope I say this well. Lightning Dasher, question for DustyKatt. Have you ever tried, I don't know how to say this, apple corn? It's wheat spirits and apple blend, 18% alcohol.
Oh, you mean it's sort of like corn liquor? Yeah, I grew up in Michigan. I've had corn liquor. Yeah. It's white, comes in a mason jar. Wash parts in it. Yeah, I've had corn liquor. It's nothing you want to drink. I had it once. I think my dad introduced me to it, or somebody introduced me. It might have been my grandfather. Introduced me to it when I was very young. He said, "Here, sip this. You'll never have alcohol again." That worked. But yeah, I've had corn liquor. Probably not that particular brand of corn liquor, but yeah, I've tried it before. It's not anything you want to drink. Yeah, I'll wash motorcycle parts in it, but that's about it.
You know what's a really tasty alcohol?
What?
Purell. I'm sorry, that wasn't funny.
That wasn't funny. Purell. You know what's really tasty? You know what a really tasty form of alcohol was when you were a kid? NyQuil. NyQuil. There was a reason it put you out as a kid because it was about 40% alcohol. It isn't today, but it was. When I was a kid, it was like, sip, dunk, you were done. Next.
This one's from Alpha Xenovine. Question is for both. What Brony music do you guys like? What artists?
Rock, baby. Rock it. Well, no, I can't say all rock because I do love Manda Pony, all of it. Of course, Ponyphonic, which is all symphonic type music. Denotive, which delves into my secret past of 80s alternative rock, and then just about anything that is dancey, so I like a lot of dance music too, but I like almost everything that's out there, but I'm more of a rock-centric guy, so that's me. What about you, Saber?
Well, I mean, I'm not a singer or a musician like you, so I just go off of what is pleasant to my ears.
Mm-hmm.
I can definitely say that Alex S had a huge influence on me becoming a Brony, because that was some of the first things I ever saw that was Brony related as far as creations go. And then I hopped into some NRG Force, which he does instrumental medleys from the show. And then ever since, it just exploded. So a lot of electronic, a lot of acoustic and rock. I mean, I'm the same way with you. I don't pick a genre and say I'm sticking to it indefinitely. I'll say, show me what you got. If it sounds good, I'm gonna like it.
Cool. Save that address, Screwball, so I can get it after show.
Okay.
8-track, verified. That is Jax. So, next question, please.
This one's from Don Spice. Question is, do you intend to release any previews of your up-and-coming documentary?
Ooh. Trailers.
Well, probably, yeah. Some teasers and trailers. Nothing anytime soon, but I think when July is over and around mid-August or so, we'll have some things worth showing.
Cool. That'll work.
With the whistle.
Mm-hmm.
This one's from again Don Spice. Question: why are you both looking forward to most about BronyCon?
I'm looking forward to being in New York. I've never been there, so it's sort of like everybody's. You see all these shows about New York. You see, the cop shows, or you see all these other shows about what New York is like, and that's glorified. It's like when you watched Chips as a kid. Being a California Highway Patrol officer was like you were jumping your motorcycle all the time. It's like, no, you get out here and it's like, no. So I'm hoping that New York's lives up to its reputation for me anyway. I do have a friend there that's going to take me around, so it's going to be fun. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to meeting Pixel and a few other of my close friends here from online, from in the fandom, and Saber and Dalio and all the guys. So I'm really looking forward to meeting people. Is what I'm looking forward to, and seeing New York. What about you, Saber?
Talk about Chips in New York and how they're portrayed. I mean, Dukes of Hazzard, that's how the South really is. I mean,
absolutely, buddy. I watch Dukes of Hazzard every Saturday night, bud.
I mean, I walk around my Daisy Dukes all the time.
I'm sure you do. Oh, dude. Ah!
Get that image out of here. Okay, no, for me, though, I just look forward to seeing all the Bronies who I've been talking to online in person. So, I mean, they're probably going to be blind now since I just put that image in their head.
I've been to North Carolina. Okay? It's not that way. Well, until I went down to the Richard Petty Museum. It was like that around that area. But, no.
I'm from Georgia. It's completely different.
No, it's not. It's the South.
They don't call us the Dirty South for nothing.
That's true. Next.
Sorry, one sec. This one's from Joe. Joe Aconite. Hope I said that right. Question is: have you ever considered pony-themed motorcycle tank art?
Yes, I have. It's very difficult to do airbrush and pinstripe tanks. It's not easy. But I've had different ideas for different bikes. I've had images in my head of a Rainbow Dash bike, which was basically multicolored, baby blue bike, things like that. Mostly have color schemes in my head for different bikes. Twilight Sparkle would be maroon with stars on it here and there. Rainbow Dashes would have rainbows everywhere. Fluttershy's would be yellow and pink, whatever. And then come up with some sort of pinstripe design, which would set off the pony of choice. So nothing too gaudy, but I've had ideas of what a bike would look like. I have no position to build one right now, but yeah, I've had ideas. So I might draw some someday and figure it out. But I've built a number of bikes in my career, so you always have something in the back of your head going, oh, you have some influence in your life, and it turns into a bike, and someday you might build it or something. But yeah, I've had my ideas.
Nice. This one's from Don Spice. Question, Saber: will there be any more how-to Brony episodes coming out?
I've been really picky with those because I don't want to take anything away from the documentary, which a how-to episode would be about. I was going to do one about just telling your parents about the Brony stuff. I was going to do one about, and I might do this one, about the term Brony itself and what it means, because I get a lot of people, I see a lot of comments where people be like, only guys can be Bronies, only this demographic can be Bronies. I almost want to slap him and say, do you know what you're seeing? I mean, this phenomenon itself popped up because we are so unusual and original, and then to cut off others who like this show is just wrong. You're alienating people who you're pretty much being the person who alienated you in the first place. So to me, I think a Brony, and I'm getting off track, but just to wrap it up, a Brony can be anybody who likes to show My Little Pony. Whether you're a guy, whether you're a girl. My next door neighbor, his little sister's 12 years old, and she says, I'm a Brony. And I'm like, of course. Anyone.
Of course you're a Brony. Everyone's a Brony.
Exactly.
You know, people want to be called Pegasisters because they want to be. Don't call them that because they're girls. Because if a girl wants to be called a Pegasister because she likes that term, then fine. But don't call every girl a Pegasister. Call them Bronies until they say, well, I prefer Pegasister, and then go for it. You know, everybody is a Brony. Okay? Everybody. And his family's a Brony until they want to be called something else. And then you find out, hey, I want to be called a Pegasister. Then be nice and say, hey, you're a Pegasister, awesome. You know, but don't force it on anybody. Don't force anything on anybody. That's wrong.
If anything, it's not about the gender as much as it is about age. I mean, if you're an older person likes to show My Little Pony, I can see that being you're a Brony. But if it's a little girl saying I like My Little Pony, I'm not going to go automatically say you're a Brony. She's going to look at me like, what?
Oh, last week, I'm going to bring this up right now because I forgot to do it before question and answer. But we were talking about my look, my new look, you know. And somebody said, you know, what would you do if you got mystically, put into Equestria, right? I said, well, with me, I'd have to be the evil guy, and I'd have Rarity as my mistress, and I'd be stroking, her cat in the middle of the in the middle of the shop. Well, somebody did that. And it's yes, somebody did that. So it's going up, hopefully, right now. Come on, live journal. Come on, live stream. There it is. Check that out.
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. So this showed up in my inbox. And I just had to show it off because it was awesome. Awesome.
That's pretty awesome.
Yes, that was really cool. And it was Blue Evening Star. Blue Evening Star did that for me, and I thank you very much because it's really cool. So we're going to go. Moving on.
Okay.
Moving on.
This one's from Pyro Brony. Question for DustyKatt. If I recall correctly, you mentioned something about new commercials being made for the show.
Yes.
How have you been coming along?
BronyCon has been coming along. So I have the next commercial is voiced. The voicing is cut, and some imagery is in my head. I haven't been able to work on it because of BronyCon prep. So as soon as BronyCon is over, I'll be finishing that up and going on to other commercials. So I have 2 or 3 in mind. It's very hard to come up with commercials for places in the show that don't exist. We have Quills and Sofas, and that's about it. We don't have any place else. So I'm going to have to start coming up with places that these ponies are going to need from day to day. So a grocery store or something like that. I don't know. But I have a couple of other ideas, and I've got one that I have about half done right now, but BronyCon prep is basically eating my time. Plus work has eaten my time because some of my co-workers have been having problems. I've had to pick up shifts. So some of my free time is gone. So I'm trying real hard, guys. I'll have new commercials hopefully out after BronyCon, between BronyCon and Everfree Northwest. So that is what I'm
Everyone
working.
loves the commercials.
Yay! Thank you for loving the commercials. I hope Can you make a what? A pie? No, you can't cook. I've seen you try to cook.
Hey, I was trying my darndest, all right?
You were. You were.
with cups in my hands.
You were.
I was going to say
Salt?
you should do a promo video where you're on top of the Empire State Building, and I'm not sure if you have a camera with you, but you should do one where you're just looking out into like over the city. That'd be cool. I mean, I'm not sure if you can pull that off. But
No, I should jump over the edge, sit on the end of the little eagle, right, and look like a gargoyle.
Oh God! Oh, no, a better one. Statue of Liberty. You look at the camera and say, "Freedom isn't free," and then go into
There you
the
go.
show.
There you go.
Like a patriotic episode.
I'll figure something
For all
out.
the-
Maybe I should do
for
that
all
in
those
front.
who died.
I'll do that in front of the Apollo Theater in Brooklyn. I'm excited. I'm excited to go see New York. I really am. So there's a lot of places I really have wanted to see in my life, and I get to do it. So I'm really excited.
Are you both of you guys? Is this gonna be your first time in New York City, or?
For me, yes. So, what about you?
Nice.
Yes, for me.
Yep. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be awesome. Go.
Oh, this one is from. Sorry, I'm just going through my questionnaires. This is straightforward. This is from Starstream. Question for all: are you proud to be a brony?
Duh.
Hell yeah.
Would I put myself out in front of all of you people every Monday night for, I think this is episode 13. Oh my God, unlucky 13. Glad I got SaberSpark for this one.
Hoorah!
Hoorah! But yeah, for 13 weeks in a row, would I put myself out here in front of you people if I didn't be proud of it? I mean, really. So, what about you, Saber?
I didn't pick the Brony Life. Brony Life picked me. All right. That's I'm sorry.
What?
No, I'm proud to be a Brony, of course.
Of course you are. Of course we are.
This one's from Dawn Spice. Question: will there be? Oh, wait, no, I already asked that one.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I already asked that one. This is from Mr. Bob. This is for both. Who is the best main six, and who is best background pony that isn't Derpy Hoops?
Go, dude.
Based out of the main six, I would have to say, my answer always changes. Oh, seriously, a lot. I think my most consistent favorite, though, has to be Rarity. And as far as background goes, probably Applejack.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You just said Applejack
Yeah.
for background pony.
Oh, I just went there.
You just oh, that's terrible. Here, get very close to your microphone. There,
Ah! Cyber slap.
cyber slap. God, Applejack is background pony. Carradine would have you strung up, you know. Carradine's
I'm
favorite
from the South.
pony is Applejack.
I can say things like that. I'm from the South. Right? No?
No.
What
No.
are yours?
I flip flop. I'm a flip flop between Rainbow Dash and Rarity. So Rarity at certain times it can just be awesome, and almost is never not awesome. And Rainbow Dash, except for one episode where she was like way over the top, is still great. So, but my background pony, everybody knows my background pony is Charlie. Everybody knows that. So, if you don't, you do now. So, yeah, that's where it goes. I mean, I sing enough songs about Cheerily, but everybody should know it by now.
People be like, so what's your favorite background pony? I'm guessing Twist?
No!
How dare you!
No!
How could you say that? That's an insult. And all of our redhead viewers are really upset now. We just offended some people.
Oh, jeez. Just develop some haters. This one's from Don Spice. Question: what autographs will you two be hunting at BronyCon?
All of them. Like Pokemon, you gotta get them all.
Yes.
My number one actually is Lee Toker. That's my number one guy. I gotta get his. And then I'll go for Lauren Faust, of course, and then anybody else from there on down. But Lee is number one for me. I gotta get him. So, what about you, Saber?
I'm actually not going to be on the hunt for autographs at all.
That's terrible.
No, it's not deliberate. Well, I guess it kind of is, but we're going to be kind of busy with the documentary ourselves.
Yep.
And I don't want to go and just stand in line all the time.
Yeah.
So I mean, I would love to talk to Tara and Andrea and just people like that and get their autographs, but I figured there's always next time.
Yeah, well, there's always the next con. It's one of those things where if I don't get them at this con, I'll get them at Everfree. That's not that big a deal. And I'm going to be busy too, so I'm going to be doing stuff on the floor. I'm sure I'm going to be dragged into something. I'm sure Final Draft has plans for me. I don't even know yet. So, I will do what I can do. I will go through and buy the stuff I want to buy and try to get all out of the way in a hurry because I'm sure I'm going to be dragged into something and figure it out. It's going to be fun. Dig deeper in that pile of questions. There has to be somebody other than two people asking questions. Grab it.
Yeah, one sec. Okay, this one is from Don Spice again. This guy's really good with the questions.
He's knocking out the party tonight.
It's like he had these pre-planned or something. He probably has like a piece of paper. I don't know. But question is, which Pegasus family are you most curious about?
That's a good question.
Scootaloo's family. I want to know where the heck her parents are. I want to know.
It's Dusty, it's simple, man. I mean, think about it. What are the Pegasi related to? Their ancestors.
Birds.
No, the Greek. The Greek.
Yes.
You know what happens in Greek society? They're taken away when they're young, become warriors. When they come back from the wild, if they survive, then they're hailed as heroes. So, I honestly think that Pegasus...
Spartans, you idiot.
Oh, they're Greek, though. Spartans are Greek.
The Spartans were not. The Spartans were way too earlier than Greek.
No, they are Greek. I swear to you, they are Greek.
Okay, fine.
The Athenians and the Spartans make the Greek states.
I understand that, but that was before anybody called it Greece, wasn't it?
Well, I honestly, I'm not sure. I'll have to watch 300 again so I can get some historical facts, but I'm not sure. Historical facts of 300. No, but I honestly don't. I think there's something to it. I really do.
Yeah, I think there's something to it. I think it's more like birds. They get kicked out of the nest and done. So.
Call in draft.
Draft.
He's in mute.
Oh, he's in mute. Forget it. Forget it. Next.
Okay.
We're moving forward.
Moving forward.
Boldly going forward and never looking back.
This one's from...
Klingons off the starboard bow.
This is from Legion. Question for SaberSpark. Is there any spoilers, head-ups, news that you want to share for your next Brony Breakdown?
Nope.
No, because then he doesn't have a show.
Exactly.
There's nothing to share. I'll have to once again get on. Let's just scroll through the internet so we can find. Not to sound unprofessional, but honestly, that's what we do. We just find what makes us laugh, and we go from there.
Yep. Kevin Smith has made a career out of it.
It works, man.
It works.
It's awesome.
That interview that he did with Tara was awesome. I listened to it just before the show. So if you haven't heard that yet, Fat Man on Batman is the podcast. Go listen to it. It's awesome.
This one's from... I always get this name wrong. Mason Alcat. The question is, how have you and Josh met?
Oh gosh! For those who don't know, Josh is Paleo. That's his street name. I'm not gonna be goofy. I'll give a true story. After Paleo found my video. I found Paleo's video. He contacted me first. It was around late December, and we're like, birds of a feather flock together. So let's chat and see what we can find, because we obviously are interested in the same thing, and that's talking about the Brony community. So one thing led to another. We talked on Skype, we hit it off, and ever since it's been history.
Awesome. That was a lot shorter than I thought it was gonna be.
We don't have any glorious stories where it's like Paleo was hanging from a cliff, and I just walked by, and I'm like, reach my arm and lift him out, and be like, oh, we are brothers now. We shall sing joyous songs about bronies. No, nothing like that.
Yeah. I still like your story. That was well done.
Anyway.
Okay. This one's from Tarkure. Question for both. What got you guys into MLP? What did you think when you first watched the show?
I was brought in by a friend of mine, the one I'm rooming with now. he showed me the show. Said you gotta watch this. You gotta watch this. You gotta watch this. So we watched like half of the whole first season in one evening. So it was I was pretty much caught by the time Rarity fell back on her bed and whined about not knowing what to wallow in. Yeah. So that's me.
For me, how I got into the fandom, or how I became a brony. Is that the question again?
Mm-hmm.
Just simply finding on the internet and seeing how it was becoming a little bit of a viral sensation. I watched an episode, didn't like it at first, came back a couple days later, watched another episode, and then I'm like, oh no, I'm a brony. And then ever since then, a roller coaster of fun.
Yes.
Yes. This one's from Chaotic Army. Question for SaberSpark. If you ever read any fan fictions, what is your favorite?
Oh no. Y'all are gonna hate me for this. I really don't read many fanfics at all. I've read Milo Dashi. I've read, that's it. That's all I've read. Milo Dashi, that's it. And nothing personal. I just don't have the time to really sit down and read as much as I would like to.
I read too many.
I prefer reading books like C.S. Lewis books and Tolkien books just because I always do that every summer to get myself busy. But I actually need to sit down and actually read some more fanfics. I want to read some of the fanfics of like Penstroke and people like that, but just read Dashi, that's it.
Yep. I read way too many. I do. I sit down and I find something I think is the premise sounds good, and I'll read like the first chapter and then I'll move on. Or if I like it, I'll keep reading it. If I don't, I'll figure something else. I'll might watch another one. But my number one right now is Memoirs. Memoirs of a Reality Jumper. In fact, it updated just before the show, and I found it and went, oh my god, do I have time to read it before the show? That's how much I like it. It's like, do I have time to read it before the show? Oh my god. Yeah. So I did. I did.
Who writes that one now?
I have to get that guy on the show because I love his story so much. So we'll discuss it later. So
wait, once I gain to oh my god, so much people are messaging me. Okay, here it is. Question for you, Dusty. Since you're such a cheerly fan, were you mad at all with the Cutie Mark Crusaders when they try to pair her up with Big Mac?
It was interesting. Was I mad at them? No, I wasn't mad at them because they wanted the best for their teacher. They were too young to know what was best for their teacher, and they learned a lesson that you can't make people fall in love with each other. That's how Shirley and I broke up, because we were too young. We couldn't force each other to fall in love. So,
yeah. Memories.
All the memories.
Memories of the way we used to be. Anyway, next.
I wish I could sing. This one's from, or I'll join in and we have a quartet. This one's from, Disaccordion. Question for both. What is your favorite song from the show?
Ooh. I'm tossed up between Winter Wrap-Up and, This Day Aria. So both of those are, very, very great to me. I still think I give Winter Wrap-Up the nod, even though Next Day Aria is so awesome. But that first time that the music from My Little Pony hits you over the head with a baseball bat is you're sitting there and all of a sudden the ponies go into Winter Wrap-Up and it's like you're sitting there and you miss half the second half of the episode because you're dumbfounded as to what just happened on a kid's show. What just happened? And all of a sudden the show's 2/3 over and wait a minute, I missed some. Rewind. It's like, yeah, it was just so awesome. What about you, Saber?
I think for me, I'd have to say one of my favorite songs has to be Love is in Bloom. I love it so much.
Love is in Bloom.
The remixes are spectacular.
Yes. You know what? I think at that point in production, I think Daniel Ingram knew of the remixes. He knew of the artists at that time. And I wouldn't put it past him that he did a poppy song with enough meat that it could be remixed.
I
think
wouldn't either.
I wouldn't put it past him that he put that song out there specifically so that people would remix the heck out of it. Because look what he did in Next Day Aria. I mean,
that song though was just so. I mean, just wrapped up season 2 like a
yeah, it was great.
I loved
Absolutely.
it. I teared up. I was just tearing up. I was like, oh, it's so.
Oh,
for
I
now.
teared up. Hardcore teared up.
Mm-hmm.
And then Spike got to make his bachelor party joke, which just cracked me up.
Yeah. Next.
Definitely ended the season with a nice kick. Sorry, going through all this. This one is from Chaotic Harmony. Question: what is your favorite Brony Mate song?
That's tough.
Mine is Ponyphonics, The Moon Rises. Favorite song over everybody and anything. Mando Pony, Alex S, everybody. That song is absolutely perfect. That song gives me goosebumps every time I hear it. Every time. There isn't a missed note. There isn't a missed playing of the piano. There isn't anything in that song that's wrong. Okay? If you haven't heard the song, go listen to it. It will turn you on to all things symphonic, all things theater. So you have to go hear that song. Best song in fandom, bar none.
Yeah, when it comes to raw talent, Ponyphonic definitely is up there.
You think I have an opinion? I don't know. I might.
I think you do.
What about you, Saber?
For me, it's tossed up between two. I'm a little bit of an Alex S fan, and his MLP, Friendship is Magic, just the intro song. I forget what it's called. I love their music, but I forget what it's called. I forget exactly what the name of the exact title of the song is.
The Glitch remix?
Yeah, that's it. That is it. And then NRG Force, his medley. It's called his 1500 or 1500s medley. It was he was in the credits for Ballad. That was great. Which is kind of weird because half the song really didn't have many Brony things in it. It's just instrumental, but I love it. I like it.
Cool. I'm going to take this one, Screwy. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, Mini Applejack says, okay, question for Dusty. I'm 47. As an older Brony, have you mentioned being a Brony to your contemporaries? And if so, how did you approach the subject? Actually, it came out at work. The guy I'm working with on my Harley counter is a music guy. And we started talking music. And I said I was doing these songs. He said, "Oh, for what?" And I started explaining, My Little Pony and all stuff. He gave me that look. Huh? And I said, "Here." And I pulled out my phone. And I said, "Here, listen to some of this." And he got turned on by it. I mean, he's not going and watching the show or anything, but he thought it was fun. It's a, dude, you're doing all of this to entertain all these people? That's awesome. Now, I'd love to be able to do that. And everybody at work thinks it's great. My roommate is older than I am. So, Caradwin, who helps me with all this stuff, is into it. All my friends are like, yeah, some of it's really great, and some of them people are really into it. So it just depends on your friends and who they are. If I haven't really come up against anybody who gave me any guff over it. I mean, it's just basically something I like, and I don't go push it in people's faces, like some Bronies do. You have to. It's not a religion, people. It's just a show. And if you like it, you like it. Don't go, going door to door with these little name tags on saying, "Have you heard about the Church and Religion of Brony?" We don't do that. Okay, we don't. If you like the show and somebody starts talking animation, you go, "Hey, I'm watching this show. Maybe you've heard of it." Don't just grab somebody by the shoulder and say, "You must watch this show." No, don't do that. It's pick your battles. But yeah, I haven't had any guff really from anybody in my age group. Everybody thinks it's fine. Ex-girlfriends think it's hilarious, but of course they're laughing with me instead of at me. Almost every girlfriend I've had is still a friend of mine. So it's awesome. I mean, I think it's great. So at being this age, you can actually come to the younger Bronies and say, okay, this is what happened in my life. Don't make the same mistakes. So I do a lot of that. A lot of people send me emails and YouTube comments and ask me what an opinion of what they should do when they're getting picked on, or what to do when somebody says this or says that, and I can give some advice. So it's really fun to be able to help people and make them happy and make them laugh. So it's great.
Amen.
Moving on.
Amen to that. This one's from Alpha Xenovine. Question is, what kind of pony things do you have?
All of it. No. I have all the McDonald's toys twice. I've got a lot of the brushables. I've got Pink Celestia. I've got a lot of original art. A good friend of mine did me this. The Manliest Brony in the world badge. Love it. And another person got me this, which is the teacup that I used in the filming. It's got Big Mac on it. It's kind of cool. I like that kind of handmade stuff. I don't buy a lot of store-bought stuff unless I find it really, really cool. Like the Nightmare Moon brushable, which I will have soon. They release it in August, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I don't have a whole ton of stuff, but I do have some We Love Fine shirts and things like that. Ones I find, I don't need to buy them all, just the ones I like. What about you, Saber? What do you got?
I don't have too much. I have 3 shirts. I have the MLP toys just because I wanted to get them, and then I have some of the just little $5 figures I bought at Walmart or Target or whatever. I have Rainbow Dash with me right now. What I like about Rainbow Dash so much is she was the first MLP toy I ever purchased, any of the merchandise I ever purchased. I went there to Walmart, got some stairs, whatever.
Yes.
Long story short, I went back home. I opened up Rainbow Dash, and I said, she looks nothing like she should from the show. So, wow, sure. I was like, let's pick it up right now. But, so I went online, found some instructions for how to cut her hair, and I went to my sister because I was living with her and my brother-in-law at the time. I said, Sarah, I need to borrow some of your hairspray. And she gave me her hairspray, questionably saying, why do you need it? I said, it's a secret. I cut Rainbow's hair, made it look nice, look like it actually is the one from the show. And I said, Sarah, this is what I've been doing. And I showed her the pony, and she stared at me for a couple of seconds, and she started laughing out loud, just busting out laughing, just thinking I've gone insane. And I handed her the hairspray, and she didn't even talk to me. She's just laughing and she's walking away.
That's funny.
My brother-in-law's like, I've lost all hope for this fellow.
Whatever.
He can take it. I only have one pony merchandise I love, and it's my season 1 cast blanket. It shows all the characters from season 1, and it's a nice blanket I sleep with every night.
Cool.
Aw.
It's my blanket.
Your blanket. Cool. Next question.
Sorry, one sec. Sorry. Have you guys ever successfully converted people to Brony? And this is one from Starstream.
I can't say it's successful because I turn people onto it and I don't know if they're still doing it. So, some people say, "Oh, that's kind of neat. That's kind of nice. I'll check it out." But I've never heard back from them. So, either they did or they didn't. Don't really care. I do what I do. I'm not out there converting people like the Mormons. So, I went there. So no, I can't say. What about you, Saber?
Well, when I read the comments on my videos, it seems that there are a couple of people who say I'm a Brony now from watching this video, which I'm honored. I'm really happy that at least the video had a positive effect on people. I mean, I'm not going to march around saying you must be a Brony. You must be a Brony. It's more of I want you to have an open mind to what Bronies, who we are as a community, and then judge or jump on in. I don't care. Your call. To each their own. I'm pretty sure I've had a couple of people who've joined up because of my videos, which I'm very honored and proud of. I'm
sure I have too. I've had a lot of people say they use a number of my videos to quell haters. They'll just pick it up on YouTube on their cell phone and go, here, is that guy? Is that guy a girly guy? No, don't think so. So exactly. I have a lot of people say that on my videos, and I'm glad they can use what I do to help them. Next.
This one's from Voluminous. I hope I said that right. Question is, favorite part of the Brony community?
All of it. There's certain parts of it that I could do without. Just little things. The people that are way off on the far extreme end of, we all know what it is. I'm not going to say it, but that extreme end of it, I don't want to go there. I don't want to think about it. They can live there. Don't care. Just don't force it on me. So, they can do what they do. Just don't bring it out in public. But everything else is cool. Music. A lot of people are doing comics now. So we get comic posts on EQD, which are awesome. I'm an old comic guy, so I love seeing new comics. All the music, all the posters, all of the stuff. Love it. Videos. So most of it I really, really love. What about you, Saber?
I love it all. I really do. There's some parts I definitely am more involved in than others.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm more of a YouTube brony than anything else. I really don't spend too much time on DeviantArt or fan fiction websites, but I mean, it's all great. It's always everything that's out there is for people who just want to find something that they are interested in and enjoy. So, yeah, I love it all.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Same here. Sorry. This one is from Benditon. Hope I said that right. A question for all. What is your favorite cider?
They keep changing. I keep flip-flopping between, Magners and the one I just had tonight. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to remember that one. I keep finding new ones, and it keeps changing because new ones are so awesome. So I'm still learning the depth and breadth of all ciders. I only started really drinking them since the show started. When I forgot about cider. Let me go check out some new ciders. And all of a sudden, after 5 or 6 years of not drinking cider, a lot of these new brands have popped up with these new tastes, and it's like, oh goodness, there's some good stuff out there. So I keep finding new ones. I can't tell you exactly what my favorite is today because it keeps changing. And
what about you, Saber?
Yeah.
I prefer pear juice.
Pear cider?
No, juice.
Pear juice. Ooh.
I'm just joking. I have no idea. I had something called Original Sin apple cider, which
that's good stuff.
That was I had a couple bottles of that when I was streaming for with Amnesia, like the last night of the game, and I'm like, well, if I'm gonna go into the pits of hell with these monsters, might as well have something to do the drink. So, Original Sin.
There you go. Next.
This one is from Legit by Association. Tongue twister for me. What the hell? A question for Dusty. Who had your facial hairstyle first, you or Jamie from Ghostbusters?
I have no idea how old Jamie is. I'm 44, and I've had this facial hairstyle since 1987. So that's a lot of years. I have no idea when he started growing his. I've never met the man. I don't know how old he is. He's an awesome person from on TV. But I don't know. I don't know when he started his, so I couldn't give you a true number. But I started this way back in the 80s. So even before the Metallica guys did it, or any of those people like Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan was doing it in the 80s when he was wrestling. I think that's really kind of almost when it started. It was Hulk Hogan who was wearing it. I didn't do it specifically because he did. I just did it because I wanted to try it one day, and it just stuck. So it looked better than anything else I'd tried, so I left it. So I don't know. I couldn't give you a true answer.
I never came across that connection before, but now if you wear a beret,
yeah,
you would totally look like it.
If I had a beret, which I don't,
Buy one. Buy one.
No, I'm not buying a beret. Now I pull this one at work, right? I pull this one at work, which I put the hat on, right? I just have my eyes like this. No. Just like that. Yeah.
This one is from
West style, West Coast.
West Side.
West Side.
West Philadelphia.
Yeah.
This one is from Brony of the Night. Question for SaberSpark. What kind of group projects are you going to be doing in the future?
I named them off, but
All of them.
I've forgotten a lot of them. I don't have the best memory. I usually get reminded via Skype, but I know that Six Color Rainbow is trying to work on something right now with some other bronies. I can't really reveal anything. I mean, heck, I can barely remember anything. But yeah, I get a lot of people say, "Hey, do you want to join up?" And I'll say, "Sure." So yeah, it happens.
Yeah. I got a lot of weird little projects that people have asked me to be part of. That, can you be part of this? I said, yeah, I'll try, and then they go away. It's like I haven't heard from them in months, and it's like, okay, is that still going on? I sort of forget about it. Sort of forget about it, you know.
Time.
And it's like, okay, is this actually still going to happen? It's kind of, you know, grande. So it's like, okay, come back to me when you guys actually have something, and then I never hear from them again.
It happens a lot to me as well. So
Yep.
people are like, you want to do something with us? I'm like, sure. Never see him again.
Yeah. Next.
This is from Cormeg128. Both. There are a lot of Brony projects coming out. Finance Magic, Metal Investigators, etc. What projects are you guys looking forward to most?
I'm looking forward to Double Rainboom, the cartoon. I'm looking forward to Fighting is Magic. I was never the one that got into the investigations. I never even got into that game. So I don't think I'm looking too much forward to that one. I'm sure they're putting a lot of effort into it, but I'll play it. I don't look forward to it because I've never played it before. And that's about it. I'm really looking forward to, you know, season 3, which should be here sometime in the next couple of months. So hopefully Main 6 has something really great they're going to show this weekend, because I'm really excited about seeing something new. So.
Oh lordy, I wish Pele was here. He always has great answers. I always steal them from him. I guess. Yeah, Fighting is Magic is pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go. There's your answer.
Yes, Fighting is Magic.
That one I'm super pumped for. Oh my goodness.
The music in that game is just fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Pony Cart. Is Pony Cart updated?
Yeah.
Has Pony Cart updated lately? I don't know. We'll have to investigate that.
I haven't heard about them in a while.
Yeah, and we'll investigate that and give you information on Thursday's show.
I love the music on that one too. It's really good.
Yeah, the music's good.
Because McCon did it.
Mm-hmm.
I love McCon.
Next.
This one is from Pony Rules. Question for all: will either of you be attending Equestria LA?
I've been invited to Equestria LA. They want me to come down. I don't know. It depends on money and timing. Because I'm going to burn up just about all my vacation between BronyCon and Everfree Northwest. So it's a weekend thing, and you can drive to LA from here in about 5-6 hours. So I might just jump on the motorcycle and zip down for the weekend. Depends on if I can get Saturday off, because I work Saturdays. So I might get off of work at 7 p.m. on Friday, jump on my motorcycle, get down to LA at 2 in the morning, go to bed, get up in the morning, do the con, and come back. So I don't know yet. It depends on money and end of the year, because that's a bit down the road. That's about 4 months down the road. So I can't plan that far ahead.
Saber?
I really can't say either. It sounds fun, and I've spoken to some of the people who are going to be working at the convention as far as staff goes. But yeah, I can't really say anything.
Wow, that's a question there, Don. I saw that question pop up.
I love Don's questions.
Don Spice. Ask that one quick. That one he just put up.
The one that just posted?
Yep.
Okay, this one is from Don Spice. Question: Dusty, what was your first experience with cons?
Wow. Okay, we're going to go back. We're going to go back, okay? I wanted to go to a convention that I saw on the back of a comic book back in early 90s. And it was in Long Beach, California. At this point, I'm still living in Michigan, okay? I had just bought a brand new Ranger pickup truck. And me being 20, maybe I was 21, I don't even remember. I grabbed a friend of mine who was a Navy guy. He said he was based in Long Beach. He knows that area, and he's a comic guy. And we're going to go to this convention in my truck. We're going to drive. That's like from Michigan. I said, great, how am I going to get there? I need money. So I end up becoming a karaoke host for $50 cash a night, which I did for 3 months, to make enough money to drive my pickup truck from Michigan to California. in 46 straight hours. We didn't stop. We stopped for food, gas, and to relieve ourselves, and we drove straight through. And we got there. We got there a day early, and it was like, okay, where are we gonna sleep? We're here too early because the hotel's tomorrow. So I found a local person that was in the Phantom at Phantom I was in at the time, and we stayed there, and then we got to the convention. It was the very first time I'd ever been to one of these things, and it was 12 states away from. I'd never been out of Michigan other than to go to Florida for a senior trip. So it was my very first foray into cross-country travel on top of being in a con, and I met all of these people that I had met online at the time. It was wonderful. I never wanted to leave. I had to go back. I had to leave Sunday night so I could be back to work on Wednesday, and we drove straight back. We took the southern route back, and we took 80 down to California. We took 40 back. Got there like 3 hours before I was supposed to start my shift. I called in sick. I'm not going in. I've been driving for like 23 hours. I'm not going in. And crashed. So it was pretty funny, actually. It was a lot of fun. Meeting people I'd met online for the first time, and really overwhelming. It really was. Really overwhelming.
What's the con name?
Actually, it's a con that doesn't exist anymore. So... yeah, it was so long ago it doesn't exist. So it was really fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
This one's from Don Spice again. Saber, any words of wisdom for bronies entering college?
Ooh.
Yeah, study.
Yeah, there you go. That's it right there. Enjoy your time there. Have fun. Explore. Experiment. College campus is unlike anything you've ever been to before. More open-minded people there. All those old high school cliques and bullies die off by the droves. So, I mean, they're still there. Don't get me wrong. Anywhere you go in life, there'll be jerks and people putting you down, but not as many. So, it's definitely one of the greatest times of your life. But like Dusty said, study. Don't let up.
If you think high school was hard, college is taking it to the nth degree. Because that first... I went on a football thing to my first college, and when I got there early, like a month and a half early for football camp. And then when school started, I had school plus class plus tutoring, so I was like busy all stinking day. And then the gym to try and get bigger so you could play football, and trying to squeeze studying in there was kind of hard. So I didn't do really great my first semester, but the second semester I did better. And by the time I got out of my first year, I actually had a 2.8 grade point average, and I had to pull that sucker up from like a 1-something that first semester. It was difficult, especially if it was easy. Even if it came easy to you in high school and you didn't learn to study, going to college is like getting hit with a brick wall because you have to study. Oh my goodness! And then you have to learn how to do it, and it was difficult for me that first semester. So if you're having trouble, if you go to college and you're having trouble retaining and you're having trouble studying, go to the tutoring people and get some tutoring, and they'll teach you how to really study and really learn. I really had to. I was lucky because I was part of the football program and they helped me. But if you're having trouble, don't just sit in your room and think it's all going to be better. Go get some help.
It's usually free as well.
It's usually free, absolutely. So. Yep.
Yeah. This one is from Asian stereotype is best pony. Question for Saber: how is that documentary coming?
Oh yeah, a documentary. We actually took all the money, went to Vegas, bet double or nothing. We lost it all. So we're gonna have another Kickstarter soon for $14,000. No, I'm joking. It's going. Paleo is like.
Put it on red.
Now.
Gambling problems.
Let it ride.
Let it ride, baby.
Oh no! I was gonna say it's going really well. The BronyCon is gonna be the big step forward where we just finally put everything to action. So I'll let you know after this time next week. I'll let you know.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes. I think we got time for one more question, buddy. Make it good.
Okay. This guy has been really nagging me on this one, so I'm going for a Legion. I mustache a question for you, Dusty. Is your mustache trained? I think it looks at me ugly. Does it bite or kill people?
No, my mustache pleases the mares. My mustache has mare-pleasing properties. So that's basically all he really does. I've trained him. I've trained him very, very well.
Pheromones.
Yes, to please the ladies. So yeah, I take care of everything else. All he has to do is please the ladies for me, and that's it.
Yes.
So that's the only thing he's trained in. So, that's about
Will I
it.
be able to go for one more? I like this one.
Sure, go ahead.
Yay! This is from Alpha Z Novine. Question for all: will you be attending other Brony conventions?
Yes.
Which ones?
Everfree Northwest.
Booyah!
Booyah!
Same here.
Yep. Booyah! And then maybe Equestria LA. Maybe. Depends. But the other ones in the Midwest I can't get to. So as much as I'd like to get to them, but I can't. And of course Europe is out of the question. Not unless I make a Kickstarter to send Dusty to TrotCon or whatever. Or Galacon. That ain't gonna happen. So yeah, I'm gonna do the West Coast stuff, and that's it. For this year.
Everfree
Anyway.
Northwest, man. That's going to be balling awesome.
Oh, it's gonna be balling,
Saber, you
man.
going to it too?
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course
Oh
he
my
is.
god, I can't wait
Yes.
to see you there.
I'll
Yes.
be there. Dude, more interviews with Paleo, but it's
Yep.
going to be a blast.
Are you,
And you know what happens? We are now at the end of the show.
No.
We were having so much fun that it's over.
I love you.
You shut up right now, or I'm gonna climb through that microphone and smack you. Oh, wait a minute.
All right.
Smack.
Harder next time.
I'm telling you.
Harder.
Okay, and so the end of the show, we need to do the weekly call out. The weekly call out of shows here on Everfree Radio, and we have Equestria Inquirer. That's comedy and news straight from Ponyville. Wednesdays at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. That's the EQI guys, and they're going to be with me. All the way over there in New York. We're going to have such a great time. Awesome. Sketchy Sounds live songcast. Catch 2 hours of live acoustic music performed by Sketchy. That's Thursdays, 11 a.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. Brony Breakdown with this gentleman over here.
Oh, yeah.
And Paleo. Thursdays, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. And then your princess, Nightmare Moon, takes over the Lunar Republic Takeover show. All request. Fridays, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. There will be no Saturday night songs this week. I don't know why, but there won't be. I was just told no Saturday night songs this week with Michelle Krieber because she's going to be busy doing something.
I'm working on their album.
Probably working on her album. And then normally, when it is on, it's normally Saturdays, 4 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. State of Brony, which is your trance, electro, and house music show, is going to be Saturdays, 11 a.m. Eastern, 1 Pacific. Radiant Eclipse podcast will be Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. And remember, everybody, that we are going to be live next weekend. Live, all weekend, from BronyCon. I'm going to be there. Final Draft's going to be there. And we're going to have EQI guys are going to be doing interviews from the floor. We're going to have everything that you need on a special website later this week, which is going to pop up. 8-Track tells me it's going to be there. He's going to show me after because you can't see it. I'm going to see it. It's going to be awesome. So, make sure you check in later in the week because I'm going to be on a plane Wednesday night. I'm going to be gone. I'm going to be in New York. So, I'm going to see everybody there. I want to see everybody having a good time. And we're going to see all of you right here online this weekend, entertaining you all. If you can't make it, check in here at Everfree Radio. And I want to thank everybody for coming. I know they came to see Saber. It's going to be great. I love the man. So I need to cue this up. Where did it go? There it is. And we're about done. Saber, anything you want to add at the end here?
Just thank you for letting me be on the show. Have a lot of fun always talking to you. Enjoy your company.
Absolutely.
And a big shout out to all your fans.
Mm-hmm.
And a big shout out to all those who are going to be at BronyCon. I'll be there as well. Just hit us up if you see us. Don't be a stranger.
Yep.
And yeah, that's about it.
That's about it. I love you all. Thank you for coming. And remember, no show next week because I'm going to be on an airplane. And the week after that, I'm hoping for a really good guest. I'm hoping that what happens this weekend is going to be awesome. And I'll be able to have that person on my show the week after. So check back in, and we'll see you this weekend. Catch you later.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We hate to leave you, but we'll be back soon. Good night, sweetheart. Good night. Good night, sweetheart. Good night.